Next we come to the get up and press. Credit goes to my friend Tyler Bramlett. That's where I learned this move from. He worked with a number of clients and had great results helping rehab people's shoulders, specifically with this movement and of course some other things. It is based off the get up or the Turkish get up. If you haven't seen that move, I'm not going to cover all the details. I'm going to assume you at least know this one because that can be a whole course in itself. It is somewhat of a complex move. But instead of just holding the weight the entire time, which is good, and this is why the get up is good for the shoulder, is you're working through several different planes. You're going from the front plane to the side to above. So we're getting 3 of the ranges of motion here. Now we're just adding a press in those different ranges of motion. So not only the shoulder, but this tends to help with the elbow too, is something I found. And not just the shoulder here, but the scapula too, especially in those side positions. It's somewhat similar to a side press or a bent press. Very cool position there. So just gonna get into it as I explain more. So working the press here, then coming up to the elbow, press, up on the hand, press, the bridge, press. This is one of the harder positions. Then bring the leg through, press again. Come to kneeling, press, standing, press. Typically when doing this exercise, I just go through the positive portion. If you wanted to, you could do the negative. Also, I press in more positions than some people otherwise might do. I think Tyler, when he did this, it'd only be 5 presses or so. So the reason I like to press in every single position here is even though some of them are very close, like from the elbow to the hand, very close position, but slightly different on the shoulder there. One thing I want to point out with this as you're doing it is certain positions may be where you really should focus in on. So typically if you're just doing this whole move, you'll go through it like that. However, you might find really some of the best stuff comes from this position or around here. So maybe you want to do a few different presses in these positions. Really, you want to use this movement for what you can do with it. And of course, you can rep out with a lighter weight. You can also start working heavier. Of course, this being 7 presses or so in somewhat difficult positions. Weight that you can do with just the normal get up. Of course, you're going to be doing much less with this. Even just a 53-pound kettlebell, for instance, that's going to stop most people in doing it. But this is the get up and press. You'll see in the next exercise where we start combining it with the wig wag after doing the wig wag in the get up itself.